2 with this whole podcast thing. Let's see, I'm Pinky Man 666, and who are you?
I'm Dragonfire 2LM.
Yes, you are. We're gonna start off the first episode as like an introduction. I think I have an idea if maybe we ask each other questions. Like, well, no, scratch that. I already have questions that I will ask both of us at the same time, and we will both respond with an answer. Okay, so starting off, favorite character. You go first.
Okay, well, it used to be Twilight, but the whole Twilight thing happened. And Discord doesn't really count because he's my favorite villain, despite not being a villain anymore. So, my favorite would have to be, well, Fluttershy.
Fluttershy?
Yeah.
Is there a reason, or just because she's so adorable?
I think she's relatable as well. Like, more so than Twilight was, because, Twilight's a princess.
Yeah, that kind of goes over your head now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, I want to be a princess. But I'm not a princess.
Yeah. Like, Fluttershy's a kind of, well, Fluttershy's a kind of, well, she's who I want to be in a sense.
You want to, like, if you're a pony, you want to be Fluttershy?
Yeah, well, at least the kindness aspect of her.
Maybe meet her, have some tea with the animal friends.
Yeah, actually that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Also the fact that I also relate to her in terms of what happened to her, like when she was in like camp and everything.
Being picked on.
I got picked on a lot too for being different, so I can kind of understand where she's coming from.
Yeah. Also.
And let's face it, I'm a freaking introvert.
Sure. I pretend to know what that means, and ask
It
you
means
this.
I'm not very sociable. I'm kind of have to, only talk to people if I have to, kind of thing.
Yeah. What was I gonna ask? Oh, I was gonna add to this and be even though I don't think she's my favorite, I like her though. If I was in Ponyville, I even though I hate tea parties, I would probably still have tea with Fluttershy, and maybe Discord if it's after season 4.
Yeah, true.
Not before, because as you know, in season 4 he betrayed them again. So I'd rather prefer his after season 4 character than before.
Yeah.
That way I don't.
But on that topic, sorry I'm going off on a tangent, but if I ended up in a time period in a question where Discord's still a statue,
Yeah.
I'd take as many opportunities to visit the statue and just talk to him because he can still hear you.
You probably
and he's
would.
still himself.
It sounds a lot like the game that we're making.
I know, but it's true that I would because he's stuck all alone in there. He's got nothing but his own thoughts, and no wonder he's mental.
He was mental way before. You said he was eating seeds. Seeds.
I know, but
He eats paper.
just imagine that 1,000 years stuck with your own thoughts. Barring any kind of mental immortality Discord has.
I'm sure he went into his mind palace and. By the way, for those of you who don't know what mind palace is, it's a Sherlock thing where he stores all the information he's learned in his life into his mind, and he can always access it anytime, anywhere. Calls it his mind palace. Going back on topic, if Discord had a mind palace, what do you think would be inside this mind palace?
I'd say silence.
You think silence?
He depends on the interaction with other ponies to spread and create his chaos. Without it, his magic would have nowhere to go.
Well, speaking of which, his magic going places. Why is it that in another spoiler alert for season 4's finale, if he's like the embodiment of chaos, why didn't Tyrant grow a lot larger than he did from chaos magic?
I have no idea. Maybe the writers just fucked up.
They pretty much did, because like he it's Discord's magic. He grew the same size or the same amount of like an alicorn magic, and it's like then when he took at least when he took Twilight's alicorn magic, the four alicorns magic from Twilight, at least he grew like twice as big.
Discord's supposedly supposed to be more powerful than them.
Yeah.
If we take into account his actions in the Return Party.
Yeah, Discord should have made him grow like 3 times like his size or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, to veer it all the way back on track. But for example, let's say that the train track is, I don't know. Let's say where you are, and I forgot where you live. But but the train is all the way in like Greenland. What?
The question was, what's your favorite pony, and you haven't answered.
Exactly. I just added to yours. My favorite pony. Ooh, who could it be? Who can my favorite pony?
Oh, come on. 10 characters don't count.
Fine. If I have to pick a character with an actual speaking role and actual does stuff, it would probably have to be non-villain pony, because that's going to come later. My favorite one would probably have to be Trixie. I mean, sure, she did bad things, but I wouldn't consider her a villain. As opposed to, like, Discord and Chrysalis and Sombra. She's in a separate...
I will wait until we get to the villains bit to go off on a tangent about major and minor villains in the series.
So, my favorite is Trixie. Probably because I like her attitude. She's not, like, I don't like character, like, the thing about when you create a new character, especially in a show as popular as this, and actually this was only like the 4th episode that ever came out in season 1, so they were still testing things out, but to create a character, they have to be interesting, have their own personality, have their own little character quirks that are specific to them. Trixie fits all of this. She's not boring, that's for sure. She speaks in third pony. See, people say first pony, but that's when you speak as like me and I. Third pony is when you speak about someone else, you know.
And again, as fanfic writers, we know the distinction.
Yes, because obviously I play first-person shooter games, and the thing is, it's supposed to put you in the control of the character. So so that's another variation. So it's, when you say I, that's first person. When you say someone's name, that's third person. So that's what I like about Trixie. She has that certain special character trait where she talks about herself in the third person. That's interesting. Obviously, the fact that she had to work at Pinkie Pie's family rock farm, I thought was pretty clever.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? Yeah. She had to make ends meet, so she had to work on Pinkie Pie's rock farm. How the mighty have fallen. But, to be fair, did Trixie really deserve... I mean, sure, she was boastful, but did she really deserve to lose her reputation and pretty much her entire life because of it?
Well, if she tried to improve her act and basically not pull the same stuff she did at Ponyville, then the things would have played out differently. She would have, at least I assume, she would have gotten a warmer reception in other towns.
But
she would have been actually able to make money.
But the reason is that she what was it? The word got out that she lied about saving the town from
Ursa Major.
Yeah, Ursa Major. It was obviously, let's face it, all magicians are frauds. It's not real magic, okay? And when you see David Copperfield, it's not real magic. He's a fraud, but he's a good fraud. He does it well, and it's cool. You know it's fake. Everyone's a fraud. There's no real magic. So the fact that
Sorry.
The fact that Trixie was, like, even though she's a unicorn, her talent, all she can do is tricks. She can't do any actual spells. That's her destiny, sadly enough. So
Really interpret the talent to be more on the line of deception and illusion. Because that's what stage magic is.
Yeah.
You see, it's why we watch stage magic, to believe the illusion.
And it's really, really cool to see something get saw in half. I love that. I watch, going on slightly off topic, but we're still talking about magic, so it's not really off topic when you think about it. But, the Masked Magician on, he has a show called Magic's Biggest Secrets Finally Revealed. All the tricks in there are amazing, but he always shows you how he does it afterwards. So, it's really...
That's why it reminds me of another show similar to that, called The Magic of Science. Where they use science as the basis for magic tricks.
Well, that's pretty much
and
all...
they show you how it's done.
Well, magic pretty much revolves around science and carpentry, because you gotta build all the stuff, and you gotta time everything, you gotta, you know... everything. But yeah, so... Trixie's destiny is pretty much magic tricks and that kind of thing, which pretty much means her destiny was tossed out the window into a pile of steaming horse poo at the end of her episode, when she was called a fraud. So that means her life is basically nothing anymore, unless she can somehow, you know...
Also kind of shows how narrow-minded a lot of the ponies in Equestria are. I mean, yes, they preach on about friendship and magic and stuff, but they don't do that. They don't really allow those who have made mistakes to change their tune. They don't really show them how.
It seems like the only ponies who understand that friendship is magic is the main six. Because in the season 3 finale, when Pinkie Pie had the job of, what was it, Applejack, and Fluttershy was involved with making them laugh, every pony in the world was, like, depressed and angry and mad all the time. So,
actually, it was just every pony in Ponyville.
Shh. It's fine. So, that shows you that the only ones who really understand the concept of friendship as magic is the main six. But I don't know if you probably have all heard the song Magic. I forgot who. I think it was by Living Tombstone and someone else. But it was about Trixie and the line where she says, "You can call it fake, but this is real magic." Technically, she's right, because based on real world facts, magic tricks are the only real kind of magic there are. So technically, her magic tricks are real magic, and the magic that the unicorns do are fake.
Technically. No, actually that's not the case. Trixie's magic is real magic. It's simply another branch of unicorn magic. She's still casting spells, they're just not as useful as the ones Twilight can do.
Well, she's talking about magic tricks.
They're developed specifically for stage show.
Yeah. But it's magic tricks.
It's still magic though, just different kind.
Also in real world facts though, magic tricks are more real than actual magic. So I do like that song because it's an interesting take on magic in general. And I like brain teasers like that, like things that make you think. And that has a good point. So yeah, Trixie...
Next question?
What? Next question?
You're going to be rambling on about this all day.
You rambled on about Fluttershy.
Yeah, for a couple of minutes.
Hey, we talked about...
What
we talked about... We talked about something like Doctor Who. No, we talked about something else. And then remember I had to say we had to get back on track?
Okay.
Anyway, so we said our favorite character. Let's go opposite direction. What is our least favorite character? Remember this one that you had trouble with?
Yeah, there's one character I specifically hate. To clarify, I have a list of characters I really hate, and on them so far is Black Doom from Shadow the Hedgehog, and Kazuma from Hakuoki's Stories of Shinsei Numi. But yeah, there's not really one. I probably have to say Chrysalis because she's an idiot.